Now you've simplified your model by grouping blocks into subsystems. After developing those subsystem blocks, you may reuse them in other projects or share them with other users. That's great for reusability, but anytime you need to change a parameter, you may need to open the subsystem, find the right block, and make the change. Or you could create a subsystem mask. By masking the block, your block will look more like built-in blocks. You can define a custom icon and create a parameter dialog box for it. To create a mask, select the subsystem block, then start the mask editor from the Simulink toolstrip. Once the mask editor is open, you will see the parameters and dialog pane where you can edit your block's parameter dialog box. As an example, you may want to type the values of your controller's parameters when you double-click the block. Just add a few edit boxes and then assign them to the corresponding parameters. There are many types of parameter input methods available. For example, use a checkbox if the parameter is Boolean valued, or use a pop-up if the user will choose from a few predetermined values. When you reuse your subsystem in other projects or share it with others, the parameters are shared with it, just like a built-in block. Once you define a parameter in the mask dialog, the parameter variable is stored locally in the mask workspace within the subsystem. So you don't need to define them in the base workspace when sharing the block. In some cases, a variable with the same name may already exist in your MATLAB base workspace. If that happens, within your subsystem, your model will use the mask parameter instead. The code pane allows you to add block initialization and parameter callback code. You can use general-purpose MATLAB commands, and those commands are executed whenever you start the simulation, update the block diagram, or update a mask parameter value. The icon pane helps you to create a block icon that contains descriptive text, state equations, images, and graphics. For example, you can use drawing commands to display your parameters that you just defined in the code pane, or to reference an image. Once you're done, just click Save Mask. In the following learning activities, you will make your subsystems look more professional by creating and editing subsystem masks.